All right. Welcome to the Podium Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Hartlove. I'm alongside
Mark Altman.
And Sam Nichols.
It's morning.
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 Again.
Morning.
I think we'll never avoid the morning.
No. It's quiet. It's quiet-ish.
Yeah.
It's never quiet in Morgantown.
No.
But you always know when a podcast starts when I'm like, all right, let's do this. I think I peaked there, so I'm sorry if I blew out your eardrums, but
We can compress it.
yeah, we're fine. So this episode is going to be a little bit different. We uploaded a podcast yesterday, which was about a week delayed.
Yeah.
That was mainly my fault, but
But at the same time, it's good timing for Baku. Baku.
True. So we're gonna have
Sorry,
this.
Star Wars.
We're recording this on Friday the 13th.
Spooky.
But this is Friday, the September 13th. The current time is 8:18 in the freaking AM. It's 57 degrees outside. It's cold-ish.
It's going to warm up.
It's cold outside, but it's warm in this room. So, we're not going to be talking about any current stats. We're going to be talking a little...
Oh, I got current stats.
We got some
I got
current stuff.
stats.
We got
Oh,
some
okay.
current stuff. Yeah.
Okay, well, actually, you know what? I'm just going to let Mark take it because this was your idea.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to just let you explain it because I think you explained it the best.
So today, I think we kind of all just said in our group chat, we were like, let's make a introduction, intro to rookies or like newcomers to the sport. So today's just going to be a focus on the sport, its rules, some of the history about the sport, but then also go into the teams, talk about our drivers, talk about the points, whatever championships, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it should be a good time, and we're here to also help you learn about the sport a little more.
All right. So, well, with Formula One, there's no good place to start.
No.
And that's what I think is very daunting about this sport. There's just so much to understand, and even us, we've been fans for the sport for about at least 3 years at this point, and we still don't even know how to start for rookies. But let's just start with the points. Because I think that is the most basic understanding of what the sport actually is. Because excuse me. In all sports, you have points, and in F1, it's no different.
Mm-hmm.
However, in Formula One, there are two kinds of points.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to explain that, or?
So yeah, obviously in Formula One, you can get points in a race. It varies anywhere from 25 in first place, and then 1 all the way down in 10th place, and like 0 after that. And it obviously lowers the points by 9 each time, I'm pretty sure, or something like that.
It's something like that, where it's like P10 gets 1 point, and then it goes up by 2. But then when you get into the podium areas, that's when you go up by 9 or something like that.
It's some crazy jumps, but you obviously have that, and then there's also these things called sprint races, which happen it's like right after qualifying, right?
So sprint races are usually held on a Saturday.
Yeah, held on the Saturday.
After there's only one free practice, and that's on the Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And the Friday is one free practice. Please check me on this because I'm not exactly sure if I'm correct on this. But Friday is free practice 1 and the sprint qualifying.
Correct.
The Saturday after that is the sprint race, and then the qualifying after that for the actual race on Sunday.
Yes, I believe.
That's correct.
Yeah.
But there's only 6 sprint races throughout the year.
Yes.
They're kind of new.
Mm-hmm.
They have less points out for the sprint race. I think it's
But it's also less laps. And
it's less laps. It's just a little mini race.
It's kind of boosts the points of some teams, and it's kind of hoping like the smaller teams can kind of play catch up with
to throw some action in during the weekend instead of watching practice for fans. Fans can watch some racing.
And they're a bit controversial with F1 fans. I don't know if a lot of us like them, honestly, just because it degrades the cars. And
do you want to go into that a little bit, or? Because I've got a whole bit about the sprint race. I honestly hate the sprint race. I honestly despise it because you said earlier that it gives smaller teams an opportunity to like boost their points, when I think it does the exact opposite. I was reading an article last year when they started to bring this out, and like when this was last year when Red Bull was like ahead by miles in like round 4, and when you have sprint races, it's like well, you have Red Bull already in front, and
Yeah.
if they're gonna do better in the sprint race, it just gives them more points.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only really gonna benefit the bigger teams that have better cars because it's still a race.
I mean, yeah, I kind of agree with that. I mean, you can honestly see that with like Red Bull. They built a lot of points with the first like 3 sprint races. I think they were all 1-2 or 1-3
Yes.
most of the time. So I think you're absolutely right. I think sprint races can exist in Formula One, but in a limited quality. I think 6 is too much. It's already shown that it's started to hurt engines, especially on Max Verstappen. So,
But let me ask you guys.
yeah.
Do you guys watch Free Practice 1 and Free Practice 2 on Friday? Live.
Not
We
really.
try.
Yeah.
So,
Try.
that's the one that you kind of go in and off. But I will watch a sprint qualifying. I will watch a sprint race.
They
It's
do go
viewership.
hard.
Yeah, it's just giving people more racing on the weekend. I don't think there's any good argument on the point system. I think you guys are spot on with that.
Right.
Mhm.
But for a fan to go in and be like, I get to watch my cars drive against each other, I think that's what it's for.
Yeah, it's sure it no, like I completely agree. It is extremely entertaining to watch, and like seeing a McLaren for the first time win a sprint race last year, like that was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Like but like, last year was different. This year, if you see a McLaren when you're like, oh, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
But like, no, it definitely is entertaining, but like with the actual, like beyond that, I think the practical use of it, I think it's just like it's basically just point inflation.
Well, I think a lot about the discussions that we'll have about the sport is whether it's good for the sport or whether it's good for the entertainment.
And this one's definitely
Unfortunately,
entertainment.
Yeah, Formula One is big on the entertainment, and I still like it, but we just got to keep that in mind with the
Right.
Formula One for sure.
All right, let's keep it rolling.
Yeah.
So
we could go on for hours about those.
another small way you can gain points as well is also taking the fastest lap on race day.
That's true.
It's 1 extra point. It's not anything too
not
crazy, but
horrible.
it can make the difference between. I mean, it was a situation that Lando Norris needed. He needed 8 points. He was only sitting at 7 above Max Verstappen. He took the fastest lap last week in Monza and got those 8 points that he needs to go up against Max per race.
No, and also you'll have teams that are like way out in front by like 10 or 15 seconds. They'll come in on the last lap, and if you're on like intermediate if you're on like medium tires, you'll swap out for some fresh soft tires, which has the most grip and allows for the most amount of speed.
And you'll just book it.
And you'll just book it while everybody else is like on hard tires, which has okay. I feel like if we're on tires, we should explain the different compositions.
Yes,
Real
I
quick
agree.
with the sprint qualifying, you only
Yes.
get that point if you finish in the top 10.
Yes.
If you have the fastest lap on 12, if you're 12, you
Yeah.
get the fastest lap. nobody gets the point.
Yeah.
So you can only get.
So you have
finish
to
the
be
top 10
in the top 10 as well.
to
But
avoid like the 20th person to go out. and
yeah,
get a
yeah.
point.
Right.
And
Okay.
then so like you're saying,
Do you want to talk about tires real quick?
yeah,
Okay.
for tires.
So this is a little offshoot. So if you're keeping notes, just like have like a separate page.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're just gonna bounce around here, but like so there are 5 different compound tires.
Yep.
Keeping it simple, there's the hard tire, which is usually indicated in white. That is
It's hardy.
The degradation on it goes really, really slow. It's by its name, it's really hard. However, it allows for less grip.
Yep.
And will allow for less speed. The medium tires, which is the yellow tires, are a mix between, are a little bit softer. However, they allow for a little bit more speed, but they still have that. They won't last as long as hard tires, but they will do. They're better than the softs, which the soft tires, which are indicated in red, they are, as I said, they're soft. They will allow for higher speeds, higher grip, but they will last
a few laps.
only a few laps if you push them. And that, I think, is probably one of the best strategies in Formula One, where it's like, okay, what's the best tire composition for this air quality, the heat, and like different aspects of the actual like track will. How do you describe it? It's like the different track conditions will put into effect of what tires you actually use. And then you have your wet tires, which long story short, there's the intermediate tires, which are indicated in green, which are not. They're a good.
It's meant for if the track is wet, but it's not like actively raining. Like if it's got a little bit.
It's got some grooves in it, which will allow for water to go by and allow for grip when there's water on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But then beyond that, it still has some grip. It still has some slickness to it.
Mm-hmm.
But the wet tires are completely like.
It's meant for racing in the rain.
It is torrential downpour, and it is like there's zero grip on it. Or no, there's 100% grip on it, and there's a whole lot of grooves on it. So then you will be on the ground during the rain,
and it's so slow nobody drives the full wets.
Nobody
takes them out. They only take the intermediates. It's a kind of a useless tire.
I think I've only seen a few times properly where the wets were used. So intermediates are going to be something you're going to see a lot more. They also usually like to delay races if the rain's heavy enough.
They do.
Which I don't disagree with. It helps with safety, but
they won't like start it if it's raining. If it's driving and it starts raining real hard, they're like, okay, let them race. But if they won't start it if it's already raining. So you kind of have to get this like dry start time, then go to the rain.
Yeah, and big thing with the tires is that they're also not. You don't get every tire every weekend. Like you obviously get intermediate wet, but like sometimes Pirelli or FIA, I don't know who fully controls that. Sometimes you don't get hard tires. Sometimes you don't get soft tires, like stuff like that. Like they.
Each race you get a soft, medium, hard. The difference is which compound it is.
Yes,
because there's 5 compounds, and they only use 3 tires of those 5 compounds.
That's what I meant to say. Thank you, Sam.
Sometimes, like one race, compound 3 will be the soft, but the next race, compound 1 will be the soft tire. So the tires as a set can be harder or softer, but each race weekend you will have a soft, medium, hard tire.
Right, and like a few years ago, there was this really, really complicated system where there's this really complicated system where there was, as you described, there were 5 compounds. There was the super soft, the soft, the medium, the hard, and the super hard.
The ultra soft,
and pretty much they've gotten rid of that and went to the soft, medium, and hard.
Correct.
But they will use the different kind of compound tires of that
5 compound range.
Which in reality, if you're a newcomer to the sport, you don't really necessarily need to know that. That's more of a fun fact kind of thing. But like I think the basis of what somebody needs to know is there are 5 total compounds, and if you see the red tires, they will go fast. If you see the white tires, they will go fast-ish.
But they won't break apart as quickly.
They won't break apart as easily. If you see the yellow tires, they're in the middle. They're in the middle. If you see the blue tires, which is
you won't see them.
You won't see the full wets, which are indicated in blue.
Yeah. You'll see the green ones.
If you see the green ones, it's probably raining.
It's raining.
It's absolutely raining.
But that's tire compounds.
You see a purple tire, you're in the wrong year.
Yeah,
true.
And that's also just for reference, the only thing F1 teams share. Sam, you want to go in talking about a little bit car design? Just if.
Oh yeah, you know what? They're open seater cars, so these drivers are kind of outside of it. The car is wrapped around them. They are just kind of floating above the track. I mean, their butts 6, 12,
maybe 6 inches off the ground.
They're driving, they're almost laying down with their feet on the pedals. And the car designs are the way the wind goes through the chassis and through all the wings. I think Andrew said it really well. It's an upside down plane.
It's it's basically an upside down plane.
So when these cars drive super, super fast, the wind, all the air is pushing it down onto the track, letting these cars take these left and right turns at 90 miles an hour, 120, 130. That's their biggest thing over IndyCar, NASCAR. Any other racing car series is their downforce. They're not necessarily the fastest car, but they can turn the fastest.
And now you mentioned NASCAR and IndyCar, and that's a big thing where in those sports, like IndyCar, there's no different chassis. There's no different looks. They're all the same, just the engines and how they kind of configure it is going to – and who's the best driver too. It's a big thing on who's the best driver. But like NASCAR – there's like 3 different cars, a different engine as well with that sort of stuff. And F1 is just very unique with this, where they have completely different cars from everyone else. They have completely different engine, or not completely different engines, but they only share about 5 constructors, like engine constructors. So
Yeah.
that's a big thing, that there's a lot of difference makers that you can make a difference to go forward and try to make your car unique and make it faster.
Which really explains the Constructors' Championship. It's all
Yes.
about, there's 2 different championships. The drivers can win their championship between who's the best driver of everybody. But we also have a Constructors' Championship, who can build the best car.
And that's combined points between the drivers,
Between
right?
the 2
Yes,
drivers
correct.
of the team. And that's when you find which car did the best, because Formula One just gives them a little set of rules, a little guidelines, and then it's up to everybody else to interpret that and design their cars.
And rules is too deep. We won't really go into it
no,
this
like,
time.
Don't you
Yeah,
need a degree for
there's that you'll honestly you'll figure that out as you go on,
Exactly.
and like even we're like, oh, okay, that's a rule, and
Yeah.
like
And you'll learn
yeah.
the FIA kind of.
You can't touch a car and park firmly? What?
Firmly grasp. Sorry. I heard.
The lead.
But no, you'll realize FIA is a little ridiculous with some of their penalties they also give and stuff like that. But
Let's just say the FIA is not consistent.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you guys, if any of the listeners get into Formula One, you'll realize that they're inconsistent. They are biased. They are definitely biased,
I think so.
and
They're like any referee in any sport.
yes, they will if a certain person's touch, like let's say a Patrick Mahomes type in the NFL, is like hit the wrong way that with a fraction after the play is done or the ball's thrown away, it's gonna
It's
get
gonna
a
result in
penalty, right?
flag,
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Red Bull. No, it'd be the same thing with like Alpine or something like that,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
like they go off the track for like half a second, then it's like penalty.
Or Fernando gets 3 penalty points in China for his it was
Yeah.
minor. He got 3
Yeah,
points for
no,
it.
he didn't do
Yeah,
really
and
anything.
it's-
But like, I don't know. There's favoritism with the teams. I will say the top 4 teams have a lot of favoritism
They have a
towards
lot of
them.
swag.
Mhm.
Like Red Bull, Mercedes, McLaren, and Ferrari all get a little bit of leeway unless they consider it egregious. Then they hit you with a big penalty. I don't know. I noticed that Mercedes and Red Bull especially get more than a 5-second penalty. They get more like a 10-second penalty.
Mhm.
That's kind of been changing this year. They've
Yeah.
been upping the penalty
Yeah.
length to make sure.
And you also notice different courses have different penalty results because they're also different. What's it called? Who are the guys that run the course? I'm blanking on.
Oh, they have
words
different
right now.
Oh, the marshals?
stewards.
Marshals. Yeah, the marshals and stewards change for every race
which is
course,
a big problem.
and that's a big problem. Like one course that I think we can all agree on, Austria, have some of the strictest stewards for going off track.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
if they consider you to go off the track just the wrong way, they'll give you a 5-second penalty so quickly.
Mhm.
And so yeah, but I think we move on to the teams.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
I'll talk about our favorite teams, and then we'll hop into the rest of the lineup across Formula One. All right.
Sure. Yeah. No. Earlier this week we talked about this idea, and we all picked 3 different teams.
Yep.
And then we will all sort of collectively do a little bit of research on
Kick Sauber,
Kick Sauber, but
aka Audi, in 2 years.
that's true. That's
Yeah.
very, very true. I have heard rumors that Sebastian Vettel might come back to Audi.
God.
Interesting.
But that's the only thing I've heard. That's just rumors.
Mhm.
However, what isn't a rumor is Adrian Newey is with Aston Martin.
You know what? How about you?
Yeah,
how about
kick it
you
off.
kick it off?
Yeah,
You start with
fast
Aston Martin. We'll
All
hear.
right.
Let's hear about him.
So, Aston Martin, we all know the James Bond car. 007. There's the.
If I saw James Bond driving an F1 car to like his stuff, I would lose my mind. You know, that'd be crazy.
I think that's the plot point of the next Bond film.
He's an F1 driver.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, that's the Brad Pitt movie.
Oh, there we go.
Brad Pitt is the next James Bond confirmed. So Aston Martin F1, it changed a few times. It originally was Force India, I believe.
Yes.
And then it was BWP.
Yep.
Something like that. It was all pink and stuff. And then Aston Martin came in, and now it's all green and pretty. It is owned by Lawrence Stroll, which is
Big Daddy Stroll.
Daddy's money. Sorry.
It just happens to be Lance Stroll's father.
Oh, just so happens.
Yeah. It's crazy, I know. But in the other seat is everybody's favorite Fernando Alonso.
Our favorite Spaniard, maybe.
Whoa.
I don't know. I
No,
like Carlos.
no, definitely our favorite Spaniard.
I don't know. Carlos Sainz is fun, but I think I got to give it to Fernando
I-
Alonso.
I feel like have you ever seen his race wins? His celebrations.
Celebration.
He comes out and he has his hand on his head and whatever. Oh, I have to like anytime he's on the podium, it's funny.
Yeah.
But no. Aston Martin is not a really front runner team. That might change in the coming future. Because of Adrian Newey. As we talked about. I think it was this most recent episode that uploaded yesterday. Adrian Newey is the most valuable man in Formula One. He has created multiple world championship cars for Williams.
Red Bull. It was
Red
Williams
Bull.
to Red Bull.
But did he
No,
win
no,
some of McLaren?
No.
Oh, you're right. He did
go
go
to
McLaren
for a bit.
I forgot about McLaren.
Yeah, no, he's been around since I want to say either
Mid 80s.
mid 80s. I think I want to say
He was a junior designer for some smaller teams, then got signed to Williams, was a junior designer there, and
Yes.
then later got.
They say he's the man that can see wind.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
how good his cars
Yeah,
are.
absolutely.
It's almost like Dale Earnhardt. Like I'm not sure if you knew about this, but like people say that like Dale could see the dirty air coming off the back of his car. So I mean, it might be something like that. But Adrian Newey is a really, really valuable man when it comes to any Formula One team, and now he's with Aston Martin. And as I said, Aston Martin is not a front runner team, and in reality, they throughout their history they really weren't a front runner, even when they were with BWP or even when they were in Force India. I think Checo was on BWP for a bit.
Yes, he was.
It was Racing Point. Well, he was in Force India for
Yes.
sure.
And then Racing Point.
Force India went on sale. They ran out of money. So then Lawrence Stroll took over the team a little bit with his money, and they had a placeholding team, and it was called Racing Point, BWT Racing Point.
Yes.
For a couple years.
That's
and
correct.
then Lawrence Stroll took his bag of money and went and bought Aston Martin. He's the leading controller of stock in Aston Martin.
Yes, that's correct.
So he said,
Oh, the entire company.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
So he then combined his Aston Martin and then his Racing Point team to make the Aston Martin, because Aston Martin used to be a title sponsor for
Red Bull. Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
correct.
And so now that's how where we're at.
It's funny because anytime you go back to clips in 2015 or 2016, you'll see Max Verstappen in the Red Bull you'll see Max Verstappen standing next to Daniel Ricciardo with the Aston Martin logo on his chest and the number 33.
I think they had a 007 livery at one point.
And that's also
Yeah.
why he owns a Aston Martin Valkyrie.
True. That's
So,
very, very
like,
true.
A very expensive car, very nice car for Aston Martin.
And a Valkyrie is literally a street legal F1 car.
Yeah, for real. It's like the closest thing you can get to it.
It's the closest thing a consumer can get.
Yeah.
If you have enough money, you can buy an F1 car.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
true,
theoretically.
true. But this is the closest thing you'll get to a street legal F1 car. And I know Adrian Newey has a Valkyrie. I know Max Verstappen has a Valkyrie. I know Fernando Alonso has a Valkyrie. I don't know if Lance does.
I don't think he does.
But there's only there's only a few of them in the world. And only really high people people who actually are in the racing field have one.
Yeah.
What makes them your favorite team?
So this is a really weird story. So when I was really getting into F1, I was more, I didn't really care about teams. I was just more like, hey, these are really cool cars rolling really, really fast. They turn right, So, this was, a really, really cool thing for me. And when I started playing the F1 22 game, there was the one story mode in the game. And I saw there was a few teams that you could play, and there was Aston Martin, there was Alfa Romeo, there was one other team that you could play, AlphaTauri maybe. But I think like one of the trailers showed Aston Martin. I'm like, I'll go with that one. That car looks cool. And ever since, really, I was just like, ever since I completed that story mode and just went through, I just never could get like I tried to become a Mercedes fan, but I was always like, hey, there's that really cool green car that I played in the video games. And since then, I was like, you know what? I like Fernando Alonso. He's on Aston Martin. I'm like, that's a done deal.
Nice.
I since then, I was an Aston Martin fan, and it's been hard, but next year,
2026 might be your year.
2026.
You got one more year.
That's true.
Oh no! Wait. Oh, Adrian knew he's
Won't
actually.
start working.
Sorry, I was thinking a different team. But go a little further into like Fernando Alonso. Tell us about like some of his accomplishments.
Yeah,
stuff
no.
Like that.
So Fernando Alonso, he's a 2-time World Championship winner.
Mm-hmm.
He won it with McLaren and I want to say Renault.
Yeah, Renault.
I believe.
That's where that iconic picture comes from.
That's true. On the back of my laptop, there's a minimalist photo of Fernando Alonso like bending over with his hands on his head, and that was like his go-to celebration. Like, look up any clip of Fernando Alonso winning, and you will see the most cursed like clip of a man doing the most random stuff, and it is hilarious.
Let's put it in perspective too. He also just won last year TikTok Creator of the Year.
Yes.
Which
is insane.
Yeah.
He's the oldest F1 driver.
Yes.
Yeah, currently
yes,
I think
true.
he's 41, correct?
40
or 41.
Let me
it's one
check.
Of the two.
Yeah.
Oh, no. He's older than that. I think he's actually like
43.
43. I was about to say, I was like, he was older than Lewis when Lewis came in.
Yeah, and so he's been driving for honestly from now it seems like since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
Like he is the oldest F1 driver. He's been in the most F1 races on the grid right now. I'm not sure if he's been in the most F1 races in history.
Did he start in 2002? Oh God, did he start when we were born?
I think it was before that.
Really?
I honestly think it was before 02. Let me check.
For the record, I was born in 1990s, so I was alive.
Fair enough. Okay.
So
sorry.
He debuted in Formula One.
Sorry, Unc.
So he debuted in Formula One in 2001. So before you guys were born, which was insane because now I'm born in 04, which is like.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh. Now I'm Unc. God.
All right, Fernando. So yeah, no, I personally like Fernando Alonso a lot just because of just how relaxed he is.
Yeah.
Like he is probably the most chill guy. I mean, okay, to be fair, I think every driver except Lance, if you walk up to any of them on a normal day, they'll say hi. They'll give you an autograph. They're all really nice guys. I'm sure, but I think Fernando Alonso is just the most chill guy on the grid, and that's what brings me to him. He kind of just doesn't really care.
He does have that air of like. Confidence.
I know.
Yeah,
he's definitely cooled down since the earlier years. Because back when he was very competitive, like in the cars that could keep up and everything, he was.
Well, I mean, if you're,
he was a
like
yeller.
Max Verstappen was the same way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean,
Lewis
he still
Hamilton
is.
Lewis Hamilton is the same way.
You have to be to win a championship.
No, absolutely, and I'm not saying that anything's wrong with that. I was just saying, but
I agree. He was like. I feel like Fernando now has tempered a little bit.
Absolutely.
Back in the day.
No, he's definitely matured.
Yeah. I mean, when you're 43, I hope you did.
But
I'll get there one day. I'll mature.
No.
Don't worry. You have until 43.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But let's hop to Lance Stroll.
Oh, where do I start? For any new listeners, welcome.
Yeah.
We're happy to have you.
Yeah.
We have tea. It's Orange Pico. I hope you don't mind. I don't like Lance Stroll very much.
Really? Who could have guessed that one?
See now. I think that is probably one of the biggest shockers of the podcast so far. But personally,
Sorry, give me a second.
Uh-oh.
What?
I like the setup.
My guy just got out of his chair, put his headphones on the
Mic
mic
arm.
stand, and just yelled from halfway across the room. So I know I don't like Lance Stroll. But I have to tolerate him.
Mhm,
I have to give him some credit. He does well during qualifying.
He does.
He does do well in qualifying.
Because there's no other cars on the track.
That's where everything ends. The guy will go to, the guy will place in maybe he'll get to Q3. He'll get to Q3 and he'll place top 10. And that's it. And that is where all my praise for him lies. And it's like, I don't understand how you are in okay, I understand that if you're in it. I said this in the first episode, but like this is.
You got him going.
Okay, here we go. All right,
We're going in now.
this
Over
is
an hour.
okay.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
for new listeners, this is my Lance Stroll rant, and once I'm done, I'm just gonna like stop.
Are
for,
we never
like,
going to hear this
We're
again,
never
or
hear
is this going to
Stroll's
be...
name again.
Or we can't guarantee that.
I cannot guarantee that.
Okay.
So, I understand that there are 20 F1 seats in the world, and if you are in one of those seats, you have to be one of the greatest drivers in the world at the current time. However, if you are consistently in the bottom tier in a mid-tier team, you have Fernando Alonso in, P10, right now, P10, P11, or P11, P9, like that area.
Yeah.
But last year, he was getting top fives. He was getting P6. He was on the podium.
At some point.
Well, I was
At-
kicking
at
butt
some
from the
points.
retirement home.
And he's basically in a glorified wheelchair. And it's like, you have, what is Lance doing? Lance is just in, a rocket ship last year, and he's placing P10, P11.
I can tell you where he was. In the wall.
Yes! And it's like, I understand that, like, Lance Stroll is so much better of a driver than I am, and I have nowhere close to the skills that he does. How is he on the team?
You want to hear something funny? So, Fernando Alonso's 9th in driver rankings.
Yes.
Lance Stroll's 10th. I want you to guess the point separation between the two.
There's like 30.
Close.
Is it the same?
Huh?
Is it the same points?
No.
Okay.
No. They're not equal.
Okay.
26 points.
There's 26,
26 points between 9th and 10th. Now, I will say, 8th to 9th, it's 128 to 50. So it's a jump no matter what you do, but still. It's
That's
like,
crazy!
yeah. No, Nico Hulkenberg is only 2 points off of Lance Stroll right now.
Ooh.
Nico Hulkenberg. Sorry.
Oh, God.
I won't do that more than once, but
But yeah, so Lance Stroll, he's Canadian, so that's cool.
Yeah. yeah.
That's like the nail in the coffin. Lance
So
Stroll.
Who's y'all's team principal?
Mike Crack, I believe his name is. He's been with Aston Martin for a while, and pretty much that is where everything lies. He's nowhere close to as good as someone or like let's say, what's Red Bull's
Christian Horner.
he's nowhere close to Christian Horner. I think Christian Horner
Or Total Wolf.
or Toto Wolff. I think that those two are the best team principals on the grid at the current time. Zach Brown, I think, is a good runner up as well.
He's actually not the team principal.
No.
Oh, he's just the CEO.
I'll go further into it when I talk about McLaren, but yeah, he's only technically the CEO.
Really? I honestly thought he was
He's
CEO.
on the race wall,
He's
but
there
yeah,
a
he's
lot.
just CEO.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Okay, but
It's a man who knows what he doesn't know.
Yeah.
You know?
no. But still, I think Mike Crack is the guy for Aston Martin. I think I should really cool off on Aston Martin because I feel like if I get into another Lance rant, because I feel like it's gonna be there somewhere.
But we know how to get Andrew heated
Oh,
for the
God.
pod.
And so yeah, you got Adrian Newey coming in.
Yes.
What's your current standings in F1? Do you know?
So
Like where the team ranks right now?
So
not
the
just...
team ranks, I believe it's in 5th or 6th. Now, mind you, these are coming off. Right, okay, yeah, it's 5th, and we are nowhere close to McLaren, which I believe is 4th, or is it Ferrari?
Mercedes
It's
is
Mercedes.
Is it Mercedes?
It's
Wow.
Mercedes. Ferrari had those wins in the beginning of the season, or like those podiums in the beginning of the season and still have
Yeah.
podiums and
Okay.
stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So
gotcha,
they're
gotcha.
holding third pretty solidly.
Okay.
Like they're in the 200s where like Mercedes or like
Merce-
3 or 400s.
Mercedes is 292. Aston
Yeah.
Martin is 74. So
Yeah,
that's the
so-
gap.
yeah, that's the gap.
This is where we
Okay.
get into a different set of cars.
Yeah, but
But yeah, so speaking of Ferrari, that's that. Right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Just, do you
that's
want to go through 'em? Okay.
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, no, that's
we'll,
another.
we'll all hop through our teams
Sure.
and just run through them real quick. But yeah, let's just go over
Yeah.
the drivers,
Yeah.
their principles, all that sort of stuff, and history a little bit for Ferrari, especially because they are
F1.
they
They
are
are
the
F1.
team. They are
Yeah.
the
Yeah, so Ferrari, I think, is like the storied franchise of F1. They're the Green Bay Packers. They're the Montreal Canadiens.
New York Yankees.
The New York
The
Yankees.
New York Yankees is a great example.
Yeah, no.
that.
I think the New York Yankees are a perfect, metaphor for.
Bunch of championships back in the day, then won some in the early 2000s, and then can't
then-
get anything done in the 2010s and above.
But because of one guy, they might come back.
One guy. Okay.
Because of one guy.
Okay.
As of last
Don't get
year.
political here.
Well, okay, I mean, but as of last year, or no, as
This
of
year.
earlier this year,
Yeah.
Lewis Hamilton is going from Mercedes to Ferrari, which in another metaphor is like, let's say Big Papi going from Boston to New York.
Yeah.
That is like unheard of.
Mhm.
McLaren or not McLaren. Mercedes and Ferrari are, I don't want to say bitter rivals, but like they're
rivals. They're part of
Yeah.
the top four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's something, if you watch the sport, there's a top four. There's no really if buts or maybes about that sort of stuff.
No,
where
there-
there's top teams and there's
Mhm.
Boston
No,
teams.
there's-
Clear difference.
There, I think we should rank these in top tier, middle tier, and
I
bottom
agree.
tier.
Yes.
I agree.
Aston Martin is in middle tier.
Yes.
I think they're at the top of the middle tier.
They're
Yes.
at the top of the middle tier. Ferrari, I think, is maybe bottom of the top tier, or top or bottom or the middle of the top tier.
I say the top tier doesn't really have rankings like that.
I think
I
Right,
feel like
okay.
I feel
This
like the
season.
four are very
Concrete. They're
Concrete.
Very, okay.
I think there are top two. I will say
I agree.
There's a top
Yes.
two every season,
I
and
agree.
right now that's Red Bull and McLaren.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And
And
Red
then-
Bull is slowly falling off a
Slipping.
little bit and slipping, like we talked about last episode.
I think you can put it this way: Red Bull, McLaren, Mercedes, and Ferrari. These are the four teams you're going to see on the podium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see
Yes.
anybody else on the podium?
Something is wrong.
Something happened.
Something is
Or
wrong.
someone had a really
Yes.
good race.
But if you
Yes.
see those four teams, that's normal.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
And so it's going to be a normal thing for the next, I don't know how many years. Maybe Red Bull has a little bit of issues just losing Adrian Newey because that was their key parts of winning. That
Yes.
was he was the
Oh,
reason.
for sure.
And let's not forget that before Max and before Adrian, Red Bull was sort of in Aston Martin's spot, where
Yes.
they really honestly
Yes.
they weren't that good in the early 2000s. But once Christian Horner came in, once Adrian Newey came in, once Max Verstappen came in, that's when they started to get championships. But we'll get to Red Bull here in a second.
Hold on one
Um,
sec. Sorry, I just saw this news break. Adrian Newey rejected Ferrari. They
Ooh.
offered him,
Of course, they offered. it.
and well, obviously, but at the same time, rejecting an offer from Ferrari is a big deal, guys. If you don't really know, it's
I think honestly,
especially having Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc on the same team, two very good drivers.
Yeah.
That's a big deal, y'all. I
think-
wonder if Aston Martin's got some moves planned.
no.
if
So
they're gonna
I
be.
think Aston Martin definitely has a little money involved.
Yes, sir.
But I think that is where I think Aston Martin is. Well, they're based at
Yeah.
where Silverstone is,
Yeah.
which is close to where Adrian Newey lives.
Well, no, he bought a house there.
Okay,
Before
yeah.
going to Aston Martin, which was broke. That news was broke
By Jeremy
by
Clarkson.
Jeremy Clarkson. If anyone's
July.
a Grand Tour or a Top Gear fan,
Right. But let's
which is so funny.
right. So let's go back to Ferrari just for a quick second.
Yeah.
What
What was their first season?
Their first season, 1950, or I mean, to be fair, their first entry was the first ever race.
Yeah.
Because they've been in every single race.
And they've not missed a season.
They have not missed a season. Their founder was obviously Mr. Enzo Ferrari.
Enzo Ferrari.
Enzo Ferrari. I'm sorry for any Italian listeners. We just butchered your beautiful language.
We did that the first episode too. So
You know what? You know what? Honestly,
Traditions.
just if you're, please, welcome to the Pit to Podium
Yeah.
podcast, where we will butcher the Italian
Yeah.
language. But no, I trust me. Italian is a beautiful language, and we are absolutely disgracing it. So we apologize on behalf of literally everybody here.
Yeah.
We apologize
I
for.
don't.
Wow.
No,
But,
you gotta take my bad Italian. I took one class of Italian. I think I'm good.
But no, the big thing about them too is that they're like the Yankees, where if you see the Yankees, they're going to be in one of two things: the pinstripes and the gray uniforms. They're not really going to change it up much. So you're going to see those red liveries, and you're going to know they're Ferrari.
You're going to see the Scarlet Reds. You're going to see everything, red and yellow. You're going to see the prancing horse at some point.
Very much
classic
based in tradition.
It's classic look. You're not going to see any difference. The only difference is the car, and the people driving it. Like every single livery is pretty much the same.
And a livery is the car's graphic design of it.
Yes.
That's a term I was.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That is true.
You want to read it, you want to say livery?
Yeah. The livery is what you see on the car. But like beyond that,
they also are similar to the Yankees with how many championships they have.
That's
they have
true.
the most constructors and the most drivers championships.
That's true. They have a record 16 constructors championships, and honestly, you could count to 100, and you could come close to the drivers' championships. They have 15, which is insane to think about. They have 245 race wins, 815 podiums, 251 pole positions, and 261 fastest laps.
That's insane.
But yeah, so this team is, just like the Yankees. I think that is like the perfect,
for anyone that's getting into the sport and needs to understand somewhat about who they are. It's a great example.
Yeah. Their drivers for this year: Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz. Next year or in 26.
Next year.
Next year.
Okay.
It switches next year.
Exciting.
That's when
Carlos Sainz.
Carlos will be replaced with Lewis, and I think Carlos is going to Williams.
Yep. I'll talk about that a little bit later.
But then once, okay, so I think is that everything with Scuderia Ferrari?
Yeah.
So,
Charles, who's their principal?
Oh,
who's
their team principal.
Freddie.
I'm trying. Oh, do you know it?
Fred Vasseur.
Yeah, Fred. Yeah, okay.
And where do they sit in the season rankings?
They are third.
Third.
Yeah, third. Yeah, we talked about that. Now, mind you, you'd think I'd have this right in front of me. No, that just came off the top of my head. So that is a guess, and that is a
Good
LinkedIn.
guess.
Okay.
Correct guess.
Yeah.
Anyways, so let's move on to our third, or my third rather. Which is we'll go from England in Aston Martin. We'll go to Italy in Ferrari, and then we'll go to France in Alpine F1
now we
team.
need to apologize to the French people.
Okay, now
there's no apologies to the French. That is something I will
they know
stand
what they
on.
did.
White flag waving. Snail eating.
Thanks for the Revolutionary War, France. We got you back. We love you.
Yeah, appreciate it. But we had to save you twice for World Wars. Come on now.
No, okay. Look. As a history guy, I have to take a stand here. During World War I, the French were
they were
god tier.
They were great.
World War II. Oh god. All right. Okay. So Esteban Ocon, number 31 in.
Yeah.
So this is the only team that has two French drivers. It's a French team. It doesn't take psychology major to figure out what went wrong there. But you got Esteban Ocon and Pierre Gasly. The CEO is Felipe Creef. I'm just on their website.
French.
They're French people, but
Ryan Reynolds owns a part of their team.
Ryan Reynolds does.
You're right.
No,
he does.
A bunch of celebrities own this team.
And another
is it Brad Pitt too?
I think Brad Pitt does as well. Cristiano Ronaldo might as well. I don't know that for sure, but Alpine is definitely in the bottom tier.
Oh, they're doing horrible.
And that has been their story for the past the past however long they've been in Formula One, which has been basically forever, really.
They're the only team on the grid that's using the French engine, the Renault engine.
Yeah.
And
So
I think they're severely underpowered.
Ryan Reynolds and Rob
McElhaney.
McElhaney. They own. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce also own part of Renault or Alpine, not Renault. Sorry. And then there's some other guys that I don't really know very well, so I
Which
won't
just tells you that Alpine
on
needs money.
Mhm.
You know, if
Mhm.
they're asking for all these.
Fernando Alonso.
Oh, Michael B. Jordan. Sorry, I forgot to. I just noticed that one.
Oh yeah, Michael B. Jordan does own a piece of this team. Fernando Alonso was part of this team for a little
Mhm.
bit, and then he jumped ship in 2022 to go to a very better team.
Piastri almost got stuck there.
Piastri
Yeah, no,
was
Almost. Could you
yeah.
imagine? He's killing it now.
Mhm.
I mean,
If
I
he was
think
there now.
I think that is just because
And he's off to what team?
Who?
Piastri. Or not Piastri. Sorry. I was thinking about the current driver. Sorry. Yeah, Piastri's at McLaren. What am I saying?
yeah.
Oops.
But no, Alpine has been their first entry race was in 2021.
Because they rebranded.
They rebranded
'Cause they used to
and
be
they were Renault for a while.
Same team though.
Yeah.
I mean, same team, different name.
So they've been around in the sport for
Yeah.
probably about 20 years,
Yeah,
20, 30.
just about. Formerly
how.
named Renault Formula One team. I will figure out when their first race was here in a second. Their base is in. I'm not gonna.
France.
Do it.
Okay. Villy-Chaton, Essence. I took 1/4 of French in
You're expert. You're good.
in middle school, and I'm basically French.
That's the Google translation. You turn that in. That's the
I
recording
know.
you hear.
Okay, I know one French joke, and I've been saying this for like the past however long I've known it. But I'm gonna say it now, and you guys are gonna hate me for it. But do you know how to say 1 to 10 in French?
Un, deux,
No.
trois.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so there's two cats. Okay,
Oh, God.
one's from America, one's from France. They both want to cross a river. Which cat crosses the river first? It's obviously the American cat because the French cat. Oh wait, no. Okay.
Ah.
I already messed this up. Okay, same thing, same stipulations, but the American cat is named 1, 2, 3, and the French cat is named 1, 2, 3. Which one crossed the river first? It's obviously the American cat because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you
Please
very
keep
much.
listening to the Pit to Podium podcast, the Formula One podcast.
And we're gone.
It's early. All right. It's 9:05
But
a.m.
Renault got their start in 1977.
That's true.
Wow.
That's
so
true.
they've been around for a good minute.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Maybe not under Renault as
Yeah.
the name, but yeah.
That team.
They've got a few drivers that I think people should know. Fernando Alonso for one, and then also the great Alain Prost.
Oh yeah.
I think
He's still advisor there, isn't he?
No,
Is he not?
I don't think he is. I could be wrong, but I don't think he's an advisor there anymore.
I'm not exactly sure, but Alain Prost is one of, if not the greatest French driver in F1 history. And is there an F1 Hall of Fame?
I don't know. Is there an
If-
F1 Hall of Fame?
There is.
I don't know. No.
Oh, okay.
He is still there though.
No, he just left not too long ago, but he was. Yeah, you're right, but he was one.
Yeah, but like, if there was an official F1 Hall of Fame, I think Alain
for
Prost
sure.
is one
In it,
of the
yeah.
greatest drivers, and
He's
should
in
be
the top
there.
5. He's in
Yeah.
he's in the top 5 drivers all time.
Actually, you know, what? I think this is a good discussion.
Yes.
Top 5 drivers of all time.
Lewis Hamilton's number 1.
I think we should save this for a pod. Honest to God.
Okay, so we're gonna have a
all
debate
right.
about this.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I mean, we can get into
Okay.
it.
Everyone
So-
knows my
okay.
opinion, but you know.
I mean,
All right.
statistically, I agree.
So
Yeah.
we're running
Most
50
records.
minutes right now. So let's.
You know,
This is gonna go a little
let
long.
this one run longer.
Okay, fine.
I'm
You know
not
what?
worried about
you know
the
what?
time.
We'll
as
do
much.
it live. We'll do it live.
We'll do it
We're
live.
doing great.
There is
Um,
also an F1 Hall of Fame. There's just no physical Hall of
okay.
Fame.
Okay.
It's in our hearts. It's in all of us.
Yeah. So like they have a whole catalog and stuff.
Okay.
But
We're all in the F1 Hall of Fame.
We're
They're-
now in the F1 Hall of Fame, Pit to Podium.
they even have drivers that are still driving that are in the Hall of Fame already,
Oh, I bet,
Mhm.
yeah.
including Max Verstappen
Right.
and Lewis Hamilton,
Not Alonso?
and Alonso.
Okay, I
There he
was
is.
about to say.
No, I was scrolling up. But yeah, no, Prost, Senna, Schumacher, all those guys.
Logan Sargent, obviously.
Yeah, how else would he?
Go
Come
TP.
on.
But no, that's pretty much Alpine. I mean, really, if you really want to go into like really nitty gritty stuff,
If you're an Alpine fan, hit us up on Instagram.
I would love to speak to
I
y'all.
don't know anybody personally that's an Alpine fan. And I would like to, honestly.
Them and Williams, I've not met.
Because I think a whole French team is a really interesting concept.
right.
Alrighty.
But yeah, no, that's my 3 teams.
Perfect. We're actually going to pass it to
Okay.
Sam then.
All right.
Yeah.
I would or do you want me to go first?
That's fine. I'll go.
You sure?
That's
All
fine,
right.
yeah.
All right.
All right. So I want to start off with my favorite team is Red Bull. But before I get started, hey, I was very nice. Okay. You're up next, Mark.
I know.
You're up next.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Oh God, yeah. Okay.
So my favorite team. Andrew's is Aston Martin. Mark's is Mercedes. Now let me
I'll
ask you.
keep my mouth quiet.
Let me ask you, Mark.
Yes.
Do you drive a Mercedes?
No, I can't
Oh.
afford a Mercedes.
Andrew.
I drive a Honda.
Do you drive a
Do you
Valkyrie?
drive a Red Bull?
I drink Red Bull. We've all drank a Red Bull drink. And this is the greatness about Red Bull is that this energy drink company is kicking butt in an automotive sport.
They're kicking butt in literally anything.
Dude, they are. Like,
They do.
That's what I really
They
like.
I mean,
about
in all honesty, I do want to work for Red Bull at some
No,
point.
and right, and that's honestly also the thing that for me when I made a disgusted noise about Red Bull, it was just because of the past few years and how successful they are.
Sure.
I have to be honest, they are a very good team, and yeah,
So
I'll give it back to you, Sam.
the vibe of Red Bull is really like, almost underdog status in the sense of like, we're not the Red Bull team is not a construct. They don't own their own engines.
I wouldn't use
Not
underdog
now. Not
anymore,
now.
especially
Not now.
since like 2016.
Now,
like,
if this was 2022 or like 2019, 2020,
I think
they're underdogs to Mercedes, absolutely.
yes.
Yes. So Red Bull first came into the team in 2005, and they've had the same team principal ever since. Christian Horner. He's the longest running.
He's been principal
Yes,
that long.
that long.
I did not
He
realize
is the
that.
oldest running, like the person who has the most
Yeah,
experience
yeah.
as team principal on the grid. So they buy their engines because they don't make their own. They are partnered with Ford for the 2026. Right now they got Honda.
Which Aston Martin's moving to Honda too.
So,
Yes.
soon. Yes.
Yes.
That's correct.
Sorry, I remembered that. So, I mean, especially with Newey, that's got to probably be a plus a little bit.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah.
Red Bull started off kind of relatively out of a lot of the teams, kind of pretty newish.
Well, they also got their start by buying a team.
I mean,
That's
all
true.
these teams really did. Besides, like
For the most
Ferrari,
part.
But correct, the teams get bought out.
Yeah.
Because it's easier to buy a team than
Exactly, because
in.
then you can go with the development and all these different things and just rebrand and
Yes.
change the
So
look.
they started in 2005, and people kind of really didn't write them. They wrote them off because they're like, energy.
It's a fizzy drink.
Yeah. So, but then in 2010 with Sebastian Vettel, they really, that 2010 era, they went on a 4 championship streak with Sebastian Vettel. They could prove that they knew how to race. We talked about that they're almost constantly in the top 3, top 4 teams. They're a high tier team. They're based in England. From the management side of things, the people you really know is Christian Horner, team principal. We all know about him. One name you will hear is Helmut Marko. He's Austrian. He's very old. He's a very old man, but he says some wild things on air. But he's in charge of their driver development program. He has found a lot of talents. He found Vettel. He found Ricardo. He found Max. And so this is a name you'll hear a lot in the news. Is Marco?
Right.
We used to have Adrian Newey. He was the one who got all of their championships with his design, and now he's going to my friend's team, Andrews, in Aston Martin.
Take
So
care
I
of
lost
him.
That's right. That's right. We will take great care of him.
But they are currently last year they're currently on a championship streak. They blew it out of the water last year. The most dominant, right?
It's the second most dominant season.
Okay.
Or actually, technically, there were more races in the season for there. So
Gotcha.
honestly, I would give it to them. The only one that is close to a perfect season is McLaren, which I'll speak on later as well. Sorry, I know I'm referring to
No.
McLaren a bunch, but they do have a lot of different
They have the
things.
legacy.
Right.
They have the legacy.
So we're coming off of Red Bull dominance.
Yes.
It was Mercedes, then in kind of Red Bull's turn, and then this year's they've really dropped off. So right now they started off strong. They're sitting first in the standings at 446 points.
Yeah.
McLaren's right behind them with 438.
They're catching up.
Ferrari's at 407. And I think both of them are going to pass them. I think Red Bull's going to be lucky to get third at the end of the year.
You think they're going to drop
yes.
off that much?
Well, I mean,
Wow.
let's look at Baku. Every McLaren and every Ferrari driver beat both Red Bulls. And there's such little points between them. And do you honestly think Red Bull's going to win a lot in these
Good
last
point.
8 races?
Fair enough.
So yeah, that's my favorite team. I like them. They're high energy. They're in your face. They're bombastic.
High energy for the energy
Yes,
drink
sir.
team.
So our drivers, we have Max Verstappen, who could
Yeah.
arguably be one of the best drivers on the grid right now in his time.
I can give you that.
Yeah, that works.
I can give you that.
What's really upsetting is he's the same age as me. All right,
Is he actually?
He's 26. He's born in the same year as me. He's about to turn 27, and this man.
No, you look at all these guys, and like, there's 18-year-olds like Kimmy coming in, and you're like, what did I do? It's the same with the Olympics. It's like, what did I do wrong in my life that I can't do that?
I just wish I was born rich and my dad threw me into a go-kart in the rain.
But then you have like drivers on the grid that didn't grow up predominantly rich.
Yeah.
So
Lewis
especially, he's a great example.
Lewis, yes. So like it's hard to get into the sport. Max is a second-generation driver. His dad,
Jos
Verstappen, drove, and he kind of like we call it Project Verstappen. You know, he really trained
the gas station man.
Yeah, I mean it's screwed up.
Hey, no matter what Jos Verstappen says, that man was on fire. Okay?
Yeah. No. Also, just to give reference to what I was saying. Oh Jesus. Oh God.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so that's probably a very cruel joke.
Just
crazy.
a little bit.
So back when Formula One required before they didn't require a gas, refuel during the game.
Yeah.
There was a I can't, it's horrible for me to laugh, but there's a clip of Jos Verstappen in, I think it's F1. They're refueling, and he
throttles it.
He throttles it way too early, and his car just blows up in flames.
Burst into flames. Yeah.
But that was it. It was like it was a big flourish of flames, and that was it. I don't think anyone was hurt in that situation, but
I think that's one of the reasons why they stopped refueling.
Yes. Yeah. No. They kept on having those issues.
It was a big issue in Formula One. It has been issues in NASCAR as well.
It doesn't get to the drivers as much as like F1 can with the open cockpit.
Yes.
Yeah.
But no, it was because of that one incident in incident.
All of us did that.
But because it was because of that one incident that Formula One does not, or you have to put all of the fuel in the car, and it cannot refuel during the race.
You got to make sure you have enough fuel at the end. And you got to make sure there's enough for testing, or you get disqualified like
right.
metal.
Also the gas station joke I made is Jos left him at Jos left Max at a gas station for like an hour.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He's like, if you're not gonna win, he's like, if you're not gonna take this seriously, you can have your mom pick you up. And he just left him at the gas station and drove away. Like, it's honest to God.
Project Max. Project Max.
So, but it's so far it's kind of worked. Max has got 3 championships. He's trying to defend a 4th one.
He also was 16 when he came into the sport.
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah.
Max was one
it
of
was
the
before
drivers.
they really regulated it.
Yeah, which I could get onto that, but I won't. So Max came into the sport, like you said, super, super young. And then in his second season, he got promoted to Red Bull because they wanted to switch him out with Daniel Kvyat.
I thought he was instantly Red Bull.
No, Toro Rosso.
No. He was
raced for Toro.
He raced for Toro Rosso
I
for
forgot
a year
about this season.
with Carlos
that
Sainz
season.
as his teammate. So
yes.
So the next year they promote him to Red Bull.
Yeah.
Which Toro Rosso is their second team. I'll get onto them in a second. And they promoted him to Red Bull, and on his first race, he won in Spain.
Yes.
Which is like a crazy debut to his Red Bull.
Not a lot of drivers have ever done that.
Yeah. So, and ever since he's been really good. I like him. He's my favorite driver. Kind of an asshole.
Just a little bit, but yeah. Anything else we really need to know about Max?
Max, no, I don't think so. But
Sergio, Red Bull.
Yeah, Red Bull. Perez is the second driver.
Yep.
He came in to replace Daniel Ricciardo. He helped them defend. He helped them get their first championship in 2020.
The Mexican Ministry of Defense.
Yes. The Street King.
Yeah.
He's been off form.
Just a bit, but also if you ever hear us talking about Sergio Perez, you're probably going to hear us use the nickname Checo. Checo, I don't know where it came from.
It's just a nickname. I think it's a very popular nickname in Mexico.
It's just the nickname he carries around. So if you ever hear us talking about Checo, we're talking about Sergio Perez.
Yes, that's correct.
If you have Disney Plus, he's getting his own show.
Really?
I think at the end of the year. Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. So Max is contracted with Red Bull till 2028. But we will see if that actually goes because money talks.
Because he also, it's not just money talks. He has an out if he wants. Anytime he considers Red Bull to be not a good enough team and competitive enough for him, he can go, I'm done. I'm out of here.
So
which is crazy to me
is.
that
Right.
you
A
can just have
couple
an exit
drivers
clause
have
like that.
A couple drivers have that clause.
Yeah,
Depends on what kind of driver you are. Like if you
Yeah.
don't want to get stuck to a team that doesn't do
Yeah.
good.
but yeah. So anything else about Red Bull that we really needed to know?
So Max is contracted to 28. Sergio Perez is contracted to 2026. That's when he's free. So
Right.
that's about it for Red Bull. My second team that I'll talk about is called the Visa Cash App RB. I think it's the worst naming team on the grid.
It's
Hey, but the nickname V-Carb
V-Carb
is actually kind of
which
fun.
I wish
I've
they
never
would-
heard that before.
No,
Really?
Exactly.
No, I haven't.
They should call it V-Carb. The announcers call it the RBs or the Racing Bulls. But they are the sister team of Red Bull.
But yeah, they're technically Visa Cash App Racing Bulls.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
So they are the sister team to Red Bull. They were originally Minardi back in the day. Red Bull bought them for their junior program team. At the time, it's called Toro Rosso, which is Italian for Red Bull.
Yes.
And then they got
And they were also based in Italy.
Italy. Yeah.
So
yeah.
that was the big thing too, is that Toro Rosso and Red Bull, two very
Yeah.
separate spots. They're not testing together. They're not doing all these different things.
No.
Sebastian Vettel won with Toro Rosso
That's
in
right.
Italy.
Yeah.
They got rebranded to AlphaTauri, which was the clothing brand company of Red Bull. AlphaTauri is the star system that has the bull in it.
Yes.
That's what that's named. So now they're called Visa Cash App RB. I would rank them in the middle of the middle tier.
Yes.
Yeah, they're right there with what's it called? Aston Martin for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. No. I think they would be like rivals or like for NFL terms like conference rivals with like Kick Sauber, AlphaTauri was Kick Sauber, and Aston Martin as well. So
They are 40 points behind Aston Martin in the championship right now, and then Haas is like 6 points behind them. So they rarely get into the points, but when they do, they make them count.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm on Haas here. There are two drivers. We have Yuki Tsunoda.
Yep.
He is a Japanese driver. He's
Foul
24.
mouth Japanese man.
Yes, sir. He does. He gets on the radio and he
just lets it go.
Which is so funny because if you look at Yuki Tsunoda, he does not look like the
yeah.
type of guy that.
no.
he's the shortest driver on the grid.
so small.
True.
He's
Like he looks small even with the small guys on the grid, which is so funny.
and he gets so worked up, so angry. You feel the passion. And actually, he learned English, because he did his karting career in England. So he learned his English through the garages and all the how they talk in garages and all the curse words. That's how he learned his vernacular.
Right.
So he is actually tied with the Honda engine sponsorship. That's how he kind of got into the sport. With a little bit of backing. His teammate is Daniel Ricciardo. Daniel Ricciardo is trying to kind of do a comeback story.
It's kind of working.
Kind of not.
We'll see what he does.
See, he was the big dog at Red Bull. Daniel
Yes,
Ricciardo
for a
was.
while.
Then Max came in and Danny left. Daniel went to.
Because they were clashing. They were
clashing.
heavily clashing. If you watch Drive to Survive, the first season will literally show every bit of that clash
Yes.
between those two.
Ricardo wanted out. He wanted his own steps. Arguably, maybe the wrong choice.
Yes.
Went to Renault, McLaren. Ended up getting dropped.
He made
first
some of the
season,
wrong choices
Just,
over and over again in his
which
career.
happens. Alonso's made bad career decisions. Alonso's like 6 points away from having 4 championships. That's how
Yes.
that man is close to. So Danny Ricciardo got fired from the sport a little bit. He did not get any contract renewals. He was out.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
I think he became a test driver, right?
he was the reserve driver. He's the backup.
Or
guy.
reserve. Thank you.
And then he's still working in the Red Bull program as he's a very big PR guy. A lot of people like Danny Ricciardo. He's the honey badger. He ended up replacing Nick DeVries last year because he wasn't doing good. So now it's kind of,
Was that last year or 2 years ago?
Last year.
Nick DeVries was in the sport
I know.
last year.
Yes.
It's crazy, isn't it?
AlphaTauri or no? Was it AlphaTauri? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I
AlphaTauri
just-
had 4 drivers that year.
Oh my God, yeah. I guess I
had-
kind of
They
get rid of that
They
one.
had Nick DeVries. They had Yuki Tsunoda.
Yep.
They had
Ricardo.
Ricardo, and they had the one other guy. Piastri?
Liam Lawson.
Lawson.
Yes.
So that's I'm really glad you
gonna
brought
say-
that up.
I was just gonna say the blonde guy, but I know that's not right. All right, no, he is blonde, but it's just
yes.
like I don't think we would have gotten that.
I think the question is Visa Cash App a sister team or is it a junior team? And they kind of change that answer just about every year.
It's a junior team. Now.
I agree. I think
it's a junior team.
It used to be a sister team where
Yeah.
they were keeping up and kind of
when they rebranded, they're like, oh, we're gonna do. It's still the junior team. It's where they put their younger drivers in. They got Yuki versus.
It's for like development.
Yes, to see who's better. And then
Yeah.
honestly, so that's our 2 drivers. Yuki's contracted. Yuki's good. He's good for next year. Danny Ricciardo has not gotten a contract extension as of yet. And Liam Lawson is the reserve driver who's really good. if he does not have a seat by 2025, he is a free agent.
Yeah.
So keep your eyes out to see.
And
what
he
the lineup is
hasn't
next
properly gotten his shot in F1 yet. So
No,
we'll
he
see.
did a replay.
No.
But when Danny Ricciardo came back, he ended up crashing shortly after and breaking his wrist.
Yep.
Yes.
And Liam Lawson stepped in and did
And
really,
he had
really
great
well.
races, yeah.
Lawson did amazing. So we'll see what goes on with that too. But that's pretty much Visa Cash App. I like it a lot. I don't know about you guys.
And who's your third team?
Haas, which
Ooh.
everybody should be a Haas fan. I think.
In here, we can be Haas fans. They're the American
This
team.
is the
Yeah.
American team. Now,
Now, how they're run, you know.
I
but-
feel like this is usually
I think it should still be Stuart Haas, but we're fine.
Agreed.
I think the definition of Haas is usually lower tier team.
Yeah,
But this
unfortunately.
year they're doing pretty decent.
They're stuck in Denmark, I think. I think
Haas?
they got. Yeah, I
Haas,
think
they're-
that last race they
did
got
get
stuck
out,
in.
yeah.
They're
Oh,
struggling
yeah.
with money right
They're
now.
very much struggling with money. They got the shortest
You know-
like pit wall thing. They have less seats on the grid.
Yeah.
Funny story about Haas. This is a completely offshoot. My freshman year
Yeah.
of college, swear to God, I was walking from the engineering PRT station over to the Coliseum
Yeah.
because I was doing a soccer, or no, I don't remember what the actual situation was, but I was walking towards the Coliseum. I was crossing that crosswalk
Yeah.
in front of the Coliseum. Swear to God, I'm standing right by the crosswalk. Here comes a box truck that has Haas F1 team on the side of it, and it just comes crossing by the intersection. I'm
Wow, really?
I'm like, what is that? Why are they in Morgantown, West Virginia?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wish I took a photo of it, but I was more starstruck. I'm like, that is my first genuine encounter with an F1 team, and it's at Morgantown, West Virginia.
Yeah.
But no, continue. I'm sorry. That was just.
No,
No,
an
you're
awesome
good.
story.
You're good. That's crazy story. I'd never. That's awesome.
So Gene Haas is the owner of the team. He actually is the owner of a parts company, like for vehicles. That's where his business is at. He has a NASCAR team and this F1 team, and I think Haas is an F1 team on a budget. Is the best way to
Yes.
describe it.
Very
They're
much.
very strapped on cash, and they buy as many parts as they can from other teams. There's certain parts you have to design for your car for the rules. Other things you can then purchase from other teams. They get their engines from Ferrari, and
Yeah.
it's really hard to win that way. But they're just trying to do their best. They get into points. I actually really like their tactics this year. They got Nico Hulkenberg doing his best, and then Kevin Magnussen just being the best Kingsguard
A shield.
he can.
He's
for it,
literally
right?
a shield.
Which, by the way, that these tactics, which has gotten Nico into the points, has inadvertently given Kevin Magnussen so many points. So many penalties that he's getting a race ban, the first race ban in 12 years in F1.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because that's when
crazy.
we're talking penalties. You can also get penalty points that can build up, and obviously, like we said, he got 12. 12's the max, and he's out for a race.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, so he's out. Another name that you need to know is Io Komatsu. He's the new team principal after Gunther Steiner he did not get renewed this year. You're going to hear Steiner a little bit with that team. He helped found it. He was the reason why they're on F1.
Yes.
And so now he is off, and Io has come on. He's now owning it, running it. We got the two drivers. These two drivers I like to call the steady
forgotten.
hand. Yeah, the comeback stories a little bit, because both Nico Hulkenberg and Kevin Magnussen were in the sport, and then they both had about a couple seasons off between Nico Hulkenberg and one season off for Kevin Mag. And now they're both back. They kind of helped Haas run the ship. They needed two consistent drivers. A little bit about Nico Hulkenberg. He has the unfortunate stat of having the most race starts with no podium. He's been in 222 races.
But he hasn't even been third.
No podium. Fourth is his highest position.
Oh my god,
It's really unfortunate for them.
I thought he was at least on the podium.
There's a clip where he's on talking to a bunch of kids in elementary school, and he's like, "Oh, here's Nico Hulkenberg, the F1 driver." Like, "Oh," they're like, "Hey, how many times have you won?" And he's like, "Well, it's a lot harder than it looks." So yeah, and then Nico is going to Alfa Romeo next year.
What? Alfa Romeo?
Sorry, my bad. Yeah, that's in our next team. The kick Sauber.
Yeah.
He's going to kick Sauber, but that's more of a placement team because we're going to get into it. But Nico Hulkenberg will drive for Audi in 2026. So Haas is losing him. Kevin Magnussen is...
Haas is fully replacing their lineup.
Yeah, so both of these guys who kind of held that lineup, they're now leaving. Kevin Magnussen doesn't have a seat, but yet, because they're kind of waiting on Hulk. Let's see what happens to him.
Yeah.
So, but next year they will have Ollie Behrman, who is driving this weekend in Baku for them.
Yep.
For Kevin Magnussen's replacement. Ollie Behrman will have his rookie year next year, and Esteban Ocon from Alpine is coming over to Haas.
Yep.
So new lineup next year. Let's see what they can do. And
Yeah.
that's pretty much Haas.
Alrighty, and so does that mean that's my turn?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Sir.
Alrighty. So my first team, obviously my favorite, is Mercedes. Oh, there it is. Yep.
Mercedes.
You know, I did it to you, so I have to accept it. But so the modern Mercedes team, because there's been two versions of it. Modern Mercedes bought out Braun GP after their winning championship season, which was, and they came in 2010. Their first original season was 1954.
Wow.
So they've been around, but they had to drop out for a while, and they came back in the 2000s. But they are currently an engine supplier.
Yeah.
They supply both, or not just both, but McLaren, Aston Martin, and Williams.
Mm-hmm.
All three of those. Obviously, that's going to change. But right now, that after they made their return, they currently have a 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2020 and 2021 Constructors Championship. Driver Championship, they have 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2020. Or did I say 2019? I don't know if I did. All Lewis Hamilton. Oh, no. One Nico Rosberg.
Oh.
One's Nico Rosberg.
Yes, sir.
My bad. I misspoke. But
Nico will hate us if we don't bring up his name.
oh yeah, it's like he's heard of us. But yeah, if
Nico,
you
come on
are
the pod.
yeah, Nico, if you're listening, come to Morgantown, please.
Please.
Well, I don't know what we'll do, but
We're happy to have you in this very hot room.
very hot room. I don't know what we would do to make it cooler in here, but
We could record upstairs.
yeah, they did win they won two drivers' championships in 1954 and 1955 when they were still back then, but they're currently based in England.
It's weird because it's a German team.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Or German.
German manufacturer.
German manufacturer. That was what I was looking.
Yeah.
Audi's making shots because Audi's coming in and they're going to be positioned in Germany.
Yes, they
so
are.
Audi's like, we are a German F1 team in Germany.
Oh yeah,
It's
they're
like,
they're already taking shots, which
this
I'm
is
like,
sh-
this
yeah,
is.
this is the-
I
we
think
need
it's
that.
going to build a mini rivalry.
I hope so.
I'm really fingers crossed. But currently for management group, they got Toto Wolff as their team principal. As you said, arguably one of the best team principals on the grid currently. And then I'm going to butcher this. So don't shoot me, Mercedes. Jerome D'Ambrosio is the.
Italian?
I don't know if it's Italian or French. Let me check.
I'm putting money on
He
Italian.
is the current what's it called? Oh God, I can't think of the word. Head of driver development.
Okay.
He was a former driver himself, and he's actually Belgian. So yeah.
I lost money.
And then their current designer is John Owen. He's their chief designer. He's been there for a couple of years now, and he was part of the development crew that made those 2010 winning cars. Right now, their current season they're dealing with is their fourth place with 292 points, like we said before. They've had their ups and downs this season. They've had their wins. They've had their podiums. Right now, they're struggling a little bit, so let's see if it turns around in Baku.
No, I think we
Or
said this
Baku.
for Baku. Mercedes is definitely one of the top tier teams.
Yes,
Oh,
they
yeah.
they're in the top tier. They're having, for a top tier team, they're having a down season a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, last year was a down
Yes.
season. Last year, they probably had
Well,
one
to
of
be
their.
fair, I think everybody was having a down year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even though they got third, I don't think they ever won no, they won one race.
Russell.
Yeah, Russell
Or-
won his first race last year, I think, in Austria.
Might be getting the.
Last year, no, like that was.
Or was that 2 years ago?
2 years? No, he won his first ever race in Brazil. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Russell did win in Brazil. I just forget the year.
I think that was 2 years ago.
I think it was 2022.
Yeah.
2022, yes, you're correct. You're
You're
right.
right.
I'm sorry, I have it in my notes here. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's on me. But yeah, so little bit of down year,
But
but
from
the-
them winning consistently
Yes.
to nothing, not you know,
it was
one
a
and
it was a
two
very
years.
significant jump from competing with Red Bull in 2021 and like down to the last race to a very down year,
Yeah.
very rough in the points,
Well, they
stuff
had
like that.
They had that wrong design.
Yeah,
They
and
stuck
the
around
the
for
no
so long.
pod side pod, which is a key part of some of the designs with
Yeah.
aerodynamics and engine
They
cooling
tried
and stuff
something
like that.
radical, and it just
They- And it didn't work. And Red Bull has tried it this year, and it's
kind of not.
yeah, and it's showing the design doesn't work.
Correct.
But to go further into Mercedes, I'm going to talk about the drivers. Obviously, we got Lewis Hamilton, the GOAT. I don't know if you agree, but
No. I think he's definitely one of, if not the top 10 best drivers to ever grace the sport.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just
not
no
even
question.
top. Would you say top 3?
I wouldn't say top 3. I think
he was number 1.
I'm sorry. 7 world championships, holds the most records in F1.
I mean, I think he's number 4.
Number 4. Who do you put in front?
We need a pod.
Okay, yeah, we won't go into it because we're talking about all that. Sorry,
I'm with you, Mark.
We've gone an hour and 15. So
yeah. Okay. So I'll run through these.
Episode.
Lewis, he's British. It's the last year with Mercedes. He's, like we said, going to Ferrari. He's currently 39 years old, so second oldest driver on the grid.
That's weird to think about.
Huh?
Yeah,
That's
right.
weird to think about.
I know. He is the he's a first generation driver. He didn't really come from much. Low income family,
yes.
You'd say. But got his start in karting and a lot of sacrifices made. But obviously, you can see
he's made them worthwhile.
Yeah.
One of the craziest rookie seasons ever.
I'll get into that. 7 world championships. Won his first race in 2007. It was the sixth race of the season. I can't speak this morning.
It's early.
But it was the 2007 Canadian Grand Prix. He then, in that 2007 season, he was 22 years old and was the runner-up for the Drivers' Championship all the way to the last race of the season.
True.
As a rookie.
Who was his teammate then? Was it
that was
Alonso?
Alonso because he was on McLaren.
And did he beat Alonso in his first year?
Yes.
Which is
Yeah.
like crazy.
Yes.
No shade on Alonso.
No.
Alonso's great. Rookie Lewis.
Was second place in the standings by
insane.
There's prime Fernando Alonso, and then there's rookie Lewis.
Yeah.
Like even as a Fernando fan, you know, they were bitter rivals for a long time, but like there's a big difference between, you know, there like I said, there is prime Fernando Alonso, there is really, really good Fernando Alonso, and then there's year one Lewis Hamilton.
Mm-hmm.
Lewis is like a generational talent, and I would argue that Max is a generational talent.
Absolutely.
And I would argue that like Alonso's like really good. Alonso's great.
Yes.
And so like don't knock that down.
I think we really should do an episode on the best, you know,
Our best drivers.
Yeah. Go on.
Also, let's put it this way: Lewis Hamilton in his rookie year, 1 point off Kimi Räikkönen's win.
That's insane.
It was 110 to 109.
That year, Kimi
A single point.
barely took it. I think it's because like the teams were fighting each other.
Mm-hmm.
The drivers.
No,
were
yeah,
fighting each other for the
that was when he
teams.
was dealing with Ferraris fighting with. I think that was still. Was that with Rosberg or was that with? Or was that when Schumacher was still on the grid? No, Ralph Schumacher was on the grid. Oh my God. But no, I'll get over that. But Fernando Alonso and Lewis Hamilton with McLaren were 2 and 3, and Lewis was only 8 point off from tying or winning it. It was literally the last race, like I said. But he then goes on to win 2008, the next season. That shows the skill, but then left McLaren to go to Mercedes after one of the racing greats, Niki Lauda, convinced him to come join Mercedes.
What a move!
Yeah,
and I think what's really important, what you just said, is that he won a championship with a different car.
Yeah,
to be able to win a championship, and then he won a Mercedes.
Yeah,
and the fact that you can win championships in two different teams
is
really impressive.
The thing you'll notice too is when he joined Mercedes, he was pretty much in the development phase of Mercedes. I think it was 2 years into Mercedes. Nico Rosberg got the seat first, and then Lewis joined. But you can see that he adapted to it really well and helped develop the team. But he, like I said, won 2008, 2014, 2015, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. Also, very different cars all through those phases. Different builds, different engines, all these different things. So he has the versatility to be different and be able to race. Currently is 6th place in the 2024 season with 164 points with 2 race wins this season and 4 podiums total. We'll go on to the second Mercedes driver is George Russell. He's also British, and he has a contract till 2025 where he's going to be riding alongside Kimi Antonelli this next season. He's currently 26 years old. He has 1 win this season.
George is, right?
George, yeah. But he only has 2 total. He almost had 3, but got
Yeah.
disqualified this season at Belgium.
Yeah.
Belgium. Yeah.
He got his picture taken.
Yeah, he started in 2020 with Williams, which is kind of I'll mention it later. He's kind of the junior team for Mercedes. Kind of a lot of those guys get their starts there and go on after that. Currently in the standings, he's 8th place with 128 points.
Why do you like? Why is it your favorite team?
In all honesty, I got into the sport because of Lewis Hamilton.
Okay.
I started seeing his name more and more in the late 2010s, or 2016, 2017 range, and I got interested in the sport, and Lewis Hamilton was the guy that got me into the sport. So I'm a Mercedes fan first, but Lewis stan after that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well,
Self-admitting.
there's a possibility that Max goes to Aston Martin or Mercedes here in the next couple of years.
And I'll root for Max.
And I'll root for Max in those teams.
Yeah.
I'll be a Red Bull fan. Exactly.
Exactly.
Red Bull fan,
Yeah, Max Verstappen.
So if Alonso comes to Red Bull, you rooting for my team a little bit?
Yes.
and so any of that sort of stuff. I think all of us can kind of agree. We have our drivers that we can all like, but my next team is McLaren, a very big team in general, especially this year. They are one of the earliest teams in Formula One, getting their first season in 1966, which was about 16 years after the race or the series started, but they've been consistent ever since. They've never really gone on outside of that. They're only one of 3 constructors to ever complete the Triple Crown of motorsport.
No.
One of 3 constructors and only team to complete the Triple Crown of motorsport.
Huh.
Which is, if people don't know, the Indy 500, 24 Hours of Le Mans, which is the endurance racing, and then the Formula One championships.
Championship, or is it just the Monaco?
I thought it was the Monaco Grand Prix.
No.
Yeah,
they also won the F1 championship.
Yes, but
they also did that too.
For it to be the
Like,
I mean,
so
fair enough.
in 1 year they did all that.
Oh, in 1 year.
In 1 year they did, as a constructor they did that,
Gotcha,
and also the
gotcha.
team they did that.
Impressive.
Yeah, because they took their F1 team to Le Mans to win it and everything like that.
Fair.
In 1988, they were also, like I said before, the closest team to having a perfect season with 15 out of the 16 races. And that's when they had Alain Prost and Ayrton Senna, which are 2 of the greatest drivers to ever drive an F1. And having that dynamic duo is insane.
That would make Red Bull's 2023 season the most dominant one because they won 22 out of 23.
So
the win percentage is just a little higher. But 15 out of 16 is insane.
Yes, especially back in the day.
Back in the day, less reliable stuff. Crazy.
And so their Constructors Championship, they have 8 total, starting in 1974, 80, and then 1984. I'm going to just go with the numbers at the end. 85, 88, 89, 90, 91, 98. And then their Drivers' Championship, they have 12. So they've had their they've had their wins. First one was 74, then 76, then 84, 85, 86, 88, 89, 90, and 91, 98, 99, and 2008 was their last win with Lewis Hamilton.
So like an old legacy team.
Legacy team, have their wins.
Now they're on the up and up.
Yeah, and they got some iconic drivers, Ayrton Senna, Alain Prost, Ethan Hunt, I think.
Fernando Alonso.
Or is it James Hunt?
Fernando
James
Alonso.
Hunt, Fernando Alonso,
Hunt
Lewis
is-
Hamilton.
Lewis Hamilton, yeah.
Sorry, I said Ethan
Oh.
Hunt. It's James Hunt.
James Hunt as well.
James Hunt, yes, who beat Niki Lauda for the championship. If you've never seen the movie Rush, please watch it.
Movie.
Fantastic movie.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix, and it is a great racing movie. It has great angles, great looks. It honestly competes with Ford versus Ferrari as one of the best racing movies, in my opinion, or Le Mans from. What do you?
Cars has to be up there.
Oh, Cars is great. Don't get me wrong, but like realistic driving, not cartoon.
I'm sorry. Lightning McQueen is the GOAT. They talked about it on Sports Center.
Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel did voice work for Cars too.
Yeah,
And Michael Schumacher.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
In the first one, Michael Schumacher, and then the second one, Lewis Hamilton.
Depending on what language you were in.
No, the third one, that's when they also added all the different drivers. Lewis Hamilton was in the second one as a driver.
Yes.
First, this is my favorite thing about the Cars films. Do you not realize on how stacked that film was?
Oh my God, it's
Paul
great.
Paul Newman.
Yeah.
Larry the Cable Guy.
Yep.
Owen Wilson. Bob Costas. DW.
Yeah.
Michael Schumacher. Lewis Hamilton at some point.
Jeremy Clarkson in the British version of the
True.
movie.
Mario Andretti.
Mario Andretti, yeah.
He's in it. This is going in across the films. Fernando Alonso's in it. Sebastian Vettel's in the German and Italian versions.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine as well.
And in the third one, there are also a bunch of NASCAR drivers, like legendary guys.
Jeff Gordon as well.
Jeff Gordon, yes.
He's in the second. He's in the second film. And
Dale Earnhardt, the Junior's in it.
Oh, Junior.
Junior's in it.
Yeah, he's in the first film.
Yep.
Anyways, I love the Cars films.
Yeah, no.
Anyways, continue.
Yeah,
Cars
yeah.
goes with the quote, I only root for the Ferrari.
I only root for the
I only root for the Ferrari.
Do you know many Ferraris?
Pit stop.
Pit stop. Pit stop.
I just love. Sorry, I love Guido.
Hey, Tiny, you want to swatch out their tires? Throws 4 tires.
Pit stop.
Beat stop.
But yeah, they use Mercedes engines. They're technically called McLaren Mercedes.
Yeah,
I
because
think.
they have to
Right.
they have to dignify what engine they are.
Yeah, not all teams have to do it, but like they have their connections and everything, and so yeah. Their current team principal is Andrea Stella. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah.
Andrea Stella or Andre
Yeah,
Stella.
something like that.
And then their chief designer is Rob Marshall. Their CEO is Zach Brown, who's at many, many races and is on that on the team's wall. Like
He's the face of McLaren.
yeah, he's the face of McLaren. He's a brash American. Like it's kind of funny where it's like the team's very British. It has its foundings in Great Britain.
You should hear him speak Italian.
Oh my God, it's great.
Arriva Darci, kind of.
He's very much, if you've seen Inglourious Basterds.
Yes.
He is
A rare Diarchi.
He speaks third best Italian. I don't speak Italian. That's why you speak third.
Actually, you know what? One start learning right
Grazie.
now.
Grazie.
Grazie,
Grazie.
Amelia. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, their current season they're very good. It's second place. They have the fastest car, which has been a little controversial with fans. Some of them think that the car is illegal. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I haven't heard that.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
There's some people saying that FIA is not looking into the car well enough, and they don't. A very big video, especially since Monza, it was showing that their front wing has a little bit of flexibility when those are not supposed to be very flexible.
People were saying that when Red Bull was good too.
Yes, exactly. And
That's
so
true.
it's
That's what happens when you get to the top.
It's bitterness. It's bitterness.
It's just because they're good. That is it. It's just bitterness.
Yeah. And yeah, they're second place right after Red Bull with 430 something.
Something like that.
Sorry, I should
Top tier team.
Yeah, I should have written that down, but that's on me. Their drivers currently are Lando Norris. He's British. He has a contract till 2025. He is 24, and his first season was 2019, and he signed with McLaren off the rip. He didn't start with any other smaller ones. I think he was in F2 for like a season or two before. And his current standing is second place in the Drivers' Championship with 241, trying to catch Max this season after they've had a great start. The other driver is Oscar Piastri, who is Australian.
Yes, sir.
Is he half and half, or is he? I thought he's something else too. Is he?
I know a lot of Australian people have a lot of diverse backgrounds to it, but he's Australian.
But yeah, it doesn't really matter too much. He's signed till 2026. He's currently 23 years old. Got his first win this season with a total of 7 podiums, and
he's got a sprint race last year too.
Yeah, he's only been on McLaren for
like
2 years.
Yeah.
2 years, and he's only been the
He's really
F1.
fresh.
He's only been F1 for 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So he's very young. He's building up his time, and now with the faster car, he's also proving that he's a very capable driver. His current standing is 4th with 197 points. But on to my third team, which is Williams, like I've said before. They're British-owned, originally owned by a man with the last...
Frank Williams.
Is it Frank?
Frank.
Okay, it was Frank.
was a
Frank
driver
Williams.
back in the day,
Yeah,
right?
he was a driver that developed the company and now is a constructor instead of just a team. And so they're very much in that Mercedes group too because their engine suppliers Mercedes as well.
Williams is no longer owned by the Williams.
No, they're not owned by the family anymore.
Claire Williams was running the
She
helm.
sold it 2 years ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
By like an investment group. But they kept the name.
They kept the name.
nice.
It's a historic name.
It's a
They're a
historic name.
historic team.
Yes.
Big with that.
I don't think they're as old, or I think they're the same age as Ferrari, but they're not. And they've got some
No,
history.
they're not.
because of the name after-
They're a little younger though.
They're very young.
Yeah, because
very much younger.
It was Frank Williams, the driver, who
Yeah.
drove for F1. Then he created his team.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
I was thinking about the I was thinking about Frank Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So their first team first season as a team was 1977.
Oh.
Their first season as a constructor was 1978.
Gotcha. Okay.
So,
okay. That makes sense.
So they're about 27 years after the original start of Formula One's championship series.
Still an old team, though.
Still very old team, very historic, very good. You'll hear names like Ayrton Senna mentioned that drove for them. Valtteri Bottas. Russell. There's a good amount of guys that have driven for Williams. Very good drivers. Stroll. They've been around. They were a power team in the past, but they've had to adjust to become a budget team because
kind of a bottom tier team.
A bottom tier team because they have the Williams family was struggling a little bit in the past few years, so that's why they sold off for the most part.
They need like whole new facilities.
And they had to upgrade all these different things, and they just didn't have it. So in recent years, they've been struggling, and it's shown a little bit. But Mercedes engine, like I said, their management currently is James Vowles as the team principal.
New
guy. He could be turning it around for them. I think he's been showing good potential with the drivers and how it's looking. Pat Fry is their chief technical director. He's the guy that's designing and getting all that stuff for them. Their current season stuff is very rough. They're having a very rough season, which has been their trend, obviously, like I've said. Current standing is 9th with only 6 points for the team. Yeah. And that's only been scored by
Albon.
Yeah, Mr.
Albon.
Alex Albon. Which I'll go into drivers, which we start with Alex Albon. He's a Thai British driver. He has a contract till 2027.
Okay.
He's 28 years old. Raced for Toro Rosso in 2019, then Red Bull in 2019 to 2021.
Alongside Max, I believe.
Alongside Max, yeah. And then left the Red Bull group and went to Williams in 2022 and is still racing there until 2027 currently. We'll see if he gets a contract extension. He's a very good driver, but obviously rough a little bit with Williams.
I think it's a safe place for him to drive.
It's a good spot.
There's not much pressure in the Williams garage.
Exactly. I feel like he could also possibly stand a chance of looking at Mercedes, but I don't know what the chances are with that.
Is Sainz coming to the team next year?
Yes, he will be.
I think that will be really telling to see where Albon is compared to Sainz.
Exactly. And so Albon is 28 years old. He I think I mentioned that his first year was 2019, like I said, with Toro Rosso. Currently, all time, he has 234 career points with 2 podiums, and is in the current season he is 17th in drivers with 6 points. Okay. They currently now are also hosting Franco. I'm going to butcher this.
Colapinto, I think it is.
Colapinto, Franco Colapinto. He's an Argentinian driver, first in many, many years. He's finishing the season before Carlos Sainz joins Williams next year. He replaced, rest in peace, Logan Sargent.
He's still alive, but
he's still alive.
He's alive in our hearts.
But Eagle is down.
Oh no! Oh no!
But he's Franco's going to be a free agent after this year, or he's going to be the test driver. No, he's going to be a free agent. He's going to be a free agent this year. After this year. His first race was the 2024 Italian Grand Prix in Monza, where he finished 12th.
Yeah, pretty good.
For a first race in a relatively rough team. That's a very good finish. Current position is 21st in points because he's 0 and he just started. But he's still doing better than some guys that have been on the grid for years and also the multiple races
he's
this
better
season.
than Bottas.
Yeah,
and
which is
we're going to get into him in a second.
Very rough. But yeah. That's Williams. They have had. Did I mention their championships?
Yeah. Well.
No, I did not mention.
They're a good team.
Yeah,
they're a historic team. They've won at least 3 with Adrian Newey.
Yes, they won a lot. They won. They currently have 9 constructors. And 7 drivers' championships. And constructors goes from 1980, 81, 86, 87, 92, 93, 94, 96, and 97. Their drivers' championships pretty much go alongside with 80, 82, 87, 92, 93, 96, 97. So most years that they won constructors, they also had a good amount of drivers' championships. They have a total of 114 race victories with 313 podiums and over their time, they've had 3,620 points with 128 pole positions and 133 fastest laps.
Look at that.
Legacy team.
Yeah.
Legacy team.
Legacy team. Hopefully they get a turnaround.
Yeah.
They deserve it.
I feel like you root for Williams like you root for Haas. It's
Yeah,
the little team that could. They're just trying their best.
You want the underdog to win.
All right.
One team that I won't quite root for that status is Kick Sauber.
Yeah, no, I agree. And
it's our last
that's
team.
our last team, and I think we all kind of separated a little bit. And so, how about you start with the drivers?
Sure, I'll start with the drivers. I just want to say the reason why we kind of kept them off is because they're going to be Audi in 2 years.
Yeah, so they have
it's very much like
Outdated.
it's just a placeholder team.
they're changing. They're going to be
Swiss
a completely
team.
different team. Are they Swiss?
Yes.
Oh.
They're based out of Hinwil. Hold on, no. I took German in high school.
Okay.
I should know this.
Okay.
Hinwil Zurich. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. And then Switzerland.
Perfect.
Wait,
translation.
Zurich?
Yeah, Zurich.
Okay, yeah. So they're based out of the
Zurich.
capital
Or
of
Zurich.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
It's not Zurich.
Zurich.
Well, it's spelled Z-U with the umlaut on top.
Umlaut,
and
yeah.
then Rich. So yeah,
Well,
I'm going to say it
German.
American. Zurich.
Zurich.
the two drivers.
Directory.
for them-
So continue.
So the two drivers we got is Valtteri Bottas and Zhou Guan Yu. Valtteri Bottas is a little bit of an older driver. He's 35. He's got 10 race wins. He started off in Williams in 2013.
Yes.
He's seen a thing or two. He knows a thing.
Jumped to
or two.
Mercedes.
Bum, 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 bum.
He's I think he's best known as we need a State Farm team on the grid.
Can we
That
get a
was
State Farm
Farmers.
sponsorship here?
Well, then we
or
get-
farmers?
We'll
Whatever.
get
Yeah.
both.
It's hot in this room.
Oh,
dude.
it's okay.
We're almost
We'll wrap this up.
Yeah, yeah.
But
So he's best known. I guess Bottas is best known for being Lewis's wingman during his heyday. Lewis was winning all those
Yes.
championships.
mm-hmm.
He's doing really bad. He's 22nd in the championship. He currently is out of a contract for next year. Let's see where he goes. And then the other driver is Zhou Guan Yu. He's only been in the season for 2 years. He is a Chinese driver. He's definitely there he's kind of paying for his own seat. He's one of those drivers that pay for their seats like Lance Stroll.
I don't think he pays for it because he's just he's
brings-
more given.
He brings in the financial backing of Chinese sponsorships with his contract. So that's how you pay for your seat. that
Oh,
way,
okay.
you know.
I guess that's
They're
fair.
not, they didn't go out to buy him. He's bringing some money to the team. There's not much to say about him. He hasn't done much. The biggest thing I can think of is he was in that really bad wreck in Silverstone last year. He got,
Yeah.
But he got out okay. The only thing that we know about the team's drivers next year is that Hulk is coming, Hulkenberg, Nico.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see who goes to
No,
it.
no. We also have the other driver.
Who's the other one?
Hold on. I swear we have it.
But this is all in preparation for Audi. So Hulkenberg will be one of the main drivers
Yes,
for Audi.
That's correct.
So that's,
Oh no, never mind.
Yeah.
They do not have it yet.
undecided for 25. Who will drive with
Yeah.
Carlos Sainz. But that's the drivers, yeah.
You want to go over a little bit of history, just their former team names?
I mean,
who they're-
So, right now they are Stake F1 team Kick Sauber. They're originally last year they were Alfa Romeo.
Mhm.
Before that they had partnership deals with BMW as well.
Yes.
For the longest time they were just Sauber. Mainly I think this is like a mid-tier team, so up there with like Aston Martin.
I would say they're at the bottom of
you
the
don't think?
bottom, man. They're the
They-
bottom of the
they
bottom.
they're the worst.
Okay, I mean, right now
0 points the entire
they,
season.
They do have 0 points, but this team is that black and green team, the Ben 10 team. But
That's a
no,
great name.
like honestly, like I mean, looking at other like motorsporting worlds, Michael Schumacher drove with them for a bit.
Yep.
Are they sometimes kind of like Williams? They kind of do the Ferrari young drivers
They
for Ferrari.
they were part of
They were for a
sometimes,
bit.
you know.
they were the junior team when they were Alfa Romeo.
Yeah.
I mean that's where Charles Leclerc got his
Yeah,
start.
it is.
So the history, it does have some very significant drivers.
It's where drivers learn to drive in F1.
Yeah.
And then they
Exactly.
go to a bigger team.
And that's a trend. Once you start watching the race, you'll notice the teams. You'll know which ones are I'm learning to drive an F1 instead of just
You kind of
The
you,
one-
you
the
go to
ones
this team
that
to either
been there.
retire or to start your career.
exactly.
I mean, they've so
Great,
the
great. way to explain it.
Yeah, they've had great drivers such as Kimi Räikkönen, Felipe Massa.
Oh wow.
And hold on, I'm just kind of looking through here.
Giovinazzi.
Huh?
Yeah.
Giovinazzi.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Jesus Christ, F1
yeah.
driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, those are the two names that like I really recognize. But beyond that, you know, they've been sort of. Or wait, did Michael Schumacher drive for them? I think he did for his last few years.
Oh. I thought that was Mick.
You know what? I think you're right. I think it was Mick Schumacher.
I think Mick has only driven for Haas. Mick Schumacher, Michael Schumacher's son, only been in for a couple of years, got fired by Haas.
Right.
He right now stands behind Toto Wolff at every race.
I think actually no.
Alfa Romeo Haas.
Yeah,
Mick Schumacher?
yeah.
Man.
Nico
Let me check my
Rosberg
memory.
also, I think. Oh wait, no.
He was
no,
a
no,
Ferrari
no, no, no,
driver academy guy first, and then went to Alfa Romeo and Haas as test drivers, and then became a full-time driver for Haas in 2021.
So he was not a driver for Sauber, though.
I guess he's not technically.
Just because you're a backup driver, you're not. He wasn't participating in the championship that year.
Fair enough.
So he only participated for Haas.
All right, I'm looking up.
Yeah, I guess technically only as a legit driver for Haas.
The American team, woo!
Yeah.
That was when they were doing their rookie season. They had Haas and or they had
Can they
Schmick and Mazepin.
please?
Then they went back to
sell-
the old heads.
Can they please sell
I disagree with you
to
on that.
Andretti?
Well, I don't know.
I want Haas to sell
Oh.
to Andretti.
I think we've sort of glanced over a very, very, very small, little known driver by the name of Sebastian Vettel.
Oh wow! So
yeah, he drove with them for a single season.
what
in
years?
07.
Oh, so right before he got
To
into
Toro Rosso.
Yeah.
yeah.
Red
So
Bull.
yeah, no. So
No, Toro
there's,
Rosso, because he went Toro Rosso then Red Bull.
Bull.
I'm
Oh,
pretty sure.
and Nico Hülkenberg, Sergio
Yes.
Wow,
Perez.
there's-
Hulkenberg has been almost in every team.
I know. It's crazy to think about how many guys are coming out of this group too.
Yeah.
Another Antonio Giovinazzi, as you were saying earlier, Charles Leclerc,
Charles Leclerc.
Marcus
Kimi
Ericsson.
Räikkönen, as was said earlier, as you put together earlier, Valtteri Bottas, and as of next year, it's going to be Nico Hülkenberg, but we will figure out who the next
Who
sort
his
of,
partner's going to be.
yeah, in the coming weeks, but or coming months, however long it'll take. But next year, it'll be very interesting to see. But yeah, no, do you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, so just future plans like we've talked about with Kick Sauber is that shoot, I had an alarm. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
No, Kick Sauber is going to be moving all their operations to Germany and becoming Audi. They'll also be engine producers as well.
Really exciting.
Yeah, another engine producer on the grid is really exciting. Their first season is going to be with the new car regulations. So they're strictly focusing on those new car regulations. So they have 2 years to basically develop a car, probably the best car for that, because that's all they're focusing on.
Yep.
Because that Audi team is now separate from Kick, but once all that happens, it's going to get transferred.
Mercedes came into their
Braun
they came
GP.
They came in. They had their plan. They came in with the new regulations. So
Which they found out Braun GP had no money or no plans to develop a car the next year because they had no money. But yeah, glance over that. Like you said, Nico Hülkenberg's going to be a driver for that, and yeah, I mean, we're waiting to see what the developments are. There's nothing really known about what the team's going to do. Obviously, like you said, they're going to be in Germany developing instead of like Italy or Great Britain or anything like that. And so, yeah, I mean, it's exciting to see a new team that's like dedicated to pushing it, but
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. They're going to be lighter and smaller cars for aerodynamics, and so. Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's all 10 teams on the grid.
All 10 teams?
All 10 teams in a almost 2-hour special.
Yeah, sorry about all the listeners, but no, we just wanted to give every bit of information that we could give to y'all that just like it's base information, get you into the sport, make you understand a little better.
Once you get through all of this, it's going to be like, all right, now you're basically caught up. Like you're almost into every little bit of understanding of what we have. I mean, beyond that, I mean, we could go into top 10 drivers, but like
That's same for a whole
that's
pod.
that,
I
that,
think
that, that's going to be a heated debate, and I honestly, it's early. It's hot in this room.
I know. I think we'll get it wrapped up. Thank you guys for listening, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. This has been Pit to Podium on the U92 podcast, or a U92 podcast.
Oh, there you go. I clicked the wrong button again, but Okay, thank you everybody for listening. You can find this podcast wherever you find your podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever it is.
Follow our Instagram at Pit2Podium.
True.
Tune in
search
next
up
time.
P2P.
It'll most likely be the Italian review.
No, Baku. Or Baku.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it.
Baku, whatever.
I keep saying like Star Wars.
So I'm going to click the right button this time, but you've been listening to the Pit to Podium podcast right here on U92, The Moose.